Nastia and Derek, you've been through more than most on this season with all the travelling and losing your partner. How do you sum up the Dancing with the Stars experience for you?
It was such an amazing experience, and I have to thank Derek so much for giving me this opportunity to really come out of my shell and be able to show who the real Nastia is. And I've had so much fun being able to be on, just have this experience. And we definitely had a few ups and downs throughout it, but I think it made us stronger together and stronger individuals and stronger as a couple. So I'm so thankful.
Some of your performances were just phenomenal. I think the jive in particular, that's down to your creativity. What about her? What about this season?
It's been crazy. I mean, this season as a whole has been a juggernaut of a challenge, I think, and little did we know that it was going to be more of a challenge than we anticipated, and she handled it like an absolute champion, an absolute pro. And and that's what I wanted to say. That's what I said earlier. I think regardless of the result tonight, because I had a feeling about tonight.
Did you really?
I did. Yeah. I've had a feeling. My intuition's quite good.
Yeah.
With the show.
Doing it long enough to know. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Based upon like a whole bunch of things, but it really is like everybody's like what they come out with here. There's gonna be like a winner, but everybody's champions. You know what I mean? And it's amazing. So she did an incredible job. Amazing, and what a beautiful way to go out on last night. So special, and so really proud of her.
This season you could have been the final tonight, you know what I mean? You're also so brilliant. And thank you so much for all the fun that you brought on All Access as well. It's been a pleasure to watch you guys.
Yep. Thank you. That was like our favorite part.
Yeah,
that was good. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Yeah, next
Thank you, brother.
Brilliant. Well,
appreciate it, man.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hey, dude.
Hey, how are you? How are you guys? Okay, good. Let you guys.
Oh, sexy time.
Some lipstick.
A little preheat,
Whoa,
a little
hey.
preheat. Hey, no.
Hey.
You know what I love most? Your attitude and all our fans. We're a super fan network. I'm getting live tweets of so much support for you guys. Jo Swafford actually just tweeted me live, and she wanted me to ask you directly, Nastia, what is this experience? What do you take from this experience?
I've learned so much about not only myself but life in general, and I think as a gymnast I was always so used to focusing on scores and placements and trying to be at the top, and Derek really just taught me to live in the moment and enjoy the journey and be myself, most importantly. And I think that's the biggest thing that I take away from it is, it's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to be emotional and be vulnerable, and I think that's probably the biggest lesson that I've learned from this all.
So it was the perfection in the imperfection, in the just being natural and organic, I guess, in a sense.
Yeah, and I think last night was a clear indication of that. The dance that we were able to end this journey on was such a meaningful moment for me and for us and for Len, and it was really a great way to kind of end this whole experience.
And we left in good outfits. That's the most important thing. Because sometimes when people get knocked out, they're in like zombie outfits or something happens. So
Mark. Okay,
yeah. But you know what I mean? So it's like I'm happy about that.
Awesome. And Derek, and also the fans also wanted to thank you with what Nastia said. That dance last night, it transcended. It was almost like a poem about what the show means. And what did it mean for you? I mean, you risked so much from your injuries and possibly hurting yourself even, worse, and you still put yourself out there.
Well, I was intelligent about it. I wouldn't do anything stupid and anything that was irresponsible. But I did, I was determined. I was determined to make it happen, and it was special. It really was. I think it was a beautiful moment, and just to feel the energy in the room, to see the judges. I've never seen the judges get that emotional before. In 20 seasons, I've never seen that. Collectively, maybe one does, but not collectively as a unit. And it was very special. It was incredible. And I think, I was telling Nastia, it felt a little bit like a send-off dance, like a last dance, but in a beautiful way, in a great way. And so for us, I think for us to end on that note is a beautiful note.
And I know you're super intuitive in feelings, and we talked about this.
I knew straight away.
You knew.
Yeah.
No, because last season I remember you said you have like a certain feeling, you pick it up.
It's just energy. I can feel energy. I sense it. I can just I'm very sort of especially with the show. The certain beats of the show, the way they happen. It's hard to get past me with those things like that. So I had a feeling, yeah.
And how do you brace for that?
No, but that's the thing. It's like, here's the thing. there's the only thing you're really in control of is the dance and the performance and what you did, and what we did was beautiful, and what she accomplished was sensational, and what she overcame and the challenges. I mean, nobody really quite understands the challenges, because she made it look so easy. That's the thing. You're like, oh wow, yeah, but really the challenges that were going on, nobody really saw because she made it look effortless, and that's an incredible thing. So. And that was part of the thing. Like, we're not seeing the struggle. We're not seeing that. Like, well, trust me, it's there. But we're just choosing not to sort of make it about that. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So, anyways, yeah. Anyways.
No, I was gonna say because, and I think that's something that could be slightly overlooked. Just what you did this season, Nastia, your adaptability, and even a fan sent us this live tweet, and they said, "Thank you, Derek and Nastia, because your jive pretty much epitomized your journey this season."
It didn't. We didn't really purposely do that, but then after watching it back, it was that really was my season, and it's I rehearsed with Derek every week, and then Sundays I came here and did a camera blocking with another partner, and then Mondays I would go back to Derek, and it was such an amazing journey, and not only did I, learn so much about myself, but I got to dance with so many amazing dancers and really just learn so much about myself.
And can I tell you something as well? Let me tell you something. This is the best place to take. This and first place. First and fourth are the best place. Second and third suck. So what I'm saying, I'm saying because you put all that extra work, go crazy, and then you're like, and you just miss it. Oh man. So this is a good spot. This is a sweet spot right here. So we're good.
Positive from day one up to today.
I'm just telling you for the experience. I'm just letting you know that.
And a big thank you from AfterBuzz to you.
Thank you, man.
For our last time, want to buzz them out?
1, 2, 3.
Buzz you later.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thanks. Last night going home and kind of going to sleep, it made me think back across kind of this whole season and really to be able to have the special moment that we did, and for me to be able to dance with Derek one last time was really special. And I kind of thought, no matter what happens today, I'm so thankful for this incredible journey and to be able to share it with Derek, and it's been such an amazing experience. And obviously we would have loved to dance in the finale, but when you look at these three incredible couples, I can't wait to watch them and cheer them on. So
I'm amazed how she's very composed right now, because I've been here where people go home and they're very emotional. You're calm and collected.
Well, I prepped her a little bit. I had a feeling. I have very good intuition with this, and so I kind of already had a feeling, and so I kind of was like, hey, I just want, I like to keep my partners prepped, so there's no big surprises. You know what I mean?
I kind of had a feeling too. Right as the show started. I don't know, but I think, more than anything, Derek has also taught me. For me, as a gymnast, I was always so focused on scores and placement, and he kind of taught me to just live in the moment and really enjoy the journey. And the moment that we had last night is something that was so special and that I'll take with me. And that was kind of the best way I could have thought to end this experience, with the dance that we had with Len and being able to share, the special moment that we kind of created, and it's definitely been an amazing experience.
Obviously you're competitive by nature, being a gymnast and a gold medal winner. What is one of the things that you learned about yourself doing this? It's a competition, but it's quite different.
It is. I think the biggest thing that I learned was, as a gymnast, I keep going back to it, but as a gymnast, I always wanted to try to be perfect, and it's okay to not be that way. And you can go out there and show your emotions and be vulnerable and just really be yourself. And I think that's the biggest thing that I take away from this.
And what's the first thing you're going to do when you get out of here? I know you have school, so
I have finals. I have 4 finals to take now, and 2 more papers to write. So I need to finish up this semester, and that's kind of my next thing.
And Derek, where are you on your road to recovery? What's your short future look like for you?
I'm in recovering, but I'm also getting ready for tour. I'm going to go on tour in the summer, with the Move live on tour, and it's going to be an incredible show. So I'm going to be in full strength pretty soon. I'm already, this week was pretty incredible, just from the beginning of the week to now. Just the mobility is amazing. So I've cut my recovery time in half, which has been really good. So
how many weeks do you have before the show?
I have another month. So I'll be ready.